What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today is Mother's Day. So, first off, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Now, the other day, was it yesterday or the day before? I had one person reach out to me. And she wanted to know if I was doing okay because of Mother's Day. For those of you guys that didn't get to that part of my catalog, didn't see that video, my mom took her life in June of 2000, just a few months after the Pelican Bay riot. And the Pelican Bay riot it made world news. It was a big deal in the media. And I think my mom was probably she knew her son was a knucklehead and just couldn't bear with it. Not knowing how I was doing. We weren't able to get on the phone at the time. They started running phones. But anyways, that was the straw that broke the camel's back for her, right? And I will say here, what I said in another video, we have to watch the words we use, especially with our loved ones, right? When I was 13 years old, I was already from the neighborhood and everything. I was getting in a lot of trouble, but I was getting away with everything. And, like kids do, I thought I was untouchable. I was invincible. And I went out one night. Something small happened. And the cops sent me home and called my mom. And my mom said, I want the victim to press charges. My mom thought it would maybe open my eyes. And I was in my room. I didn't know what was going on. And she tells me to come to the living room. And I go to the living room and there's a cop there. And it's a cop that hated me. And I saw the look in his eyes like, yeah, got you, right? And when the cop was putting the cuffs on me to take me to juvenile hall, my first time ever, I looked at my mom and I was pissed. And I told my mom, you just ruined my fucking life. I'll never get out of the system now. Because Santa Barbara's like that, right? That was a 13-year-old kid throwing a tantrum. My decision making back then was horrible. And it wasn't long after that I was doing state time as a juvenile in the California Youth Authority. I did over 3 years, got out for 5 months, and then I went away for over 24 years. What I told my mom at 13, she never forgave herself. She had good intentions. She was trying to save her son. And instead I planted a seed. And it grew into the biggest fucking tree ever in her heart. She never forgave herself. And I know there's a lot of people out there right now. You guys have your mom in your life. But for whatever reason, whatever petty thing that hurts somebody's ego or hurts somebody's feelings, you're not talking. You're not in each other's lives. And there are so many of us out here that don't have our mothers. The sad thing for me is, my mom was a very beautiful woman. And her beauty was like her gift and her curse. She had a really, really rough life. And the sad thing is, I don't have good memories. And, I was able to get out of prison and make good memories with my father, forgive him, and make good memories with other family members that I wasn't close to. And a lot of it was me being the way I was, holding a grudge, right? I wasn't able to get out and make good memories with my mom. I have the memories that I have. My daughter was like 6 years old when my mom passed. She doesn't have memories of her, really, right? And so I wanted to make this video and just let people know, whatever petty issues you guys got going on right now with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, believe me, when you lose that person, that's when you start saying, damn, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have let them know that. I wish I would have did this or that. And you don't get to. So instead you beat yourself up. Believe me, it's better to put your pride to the side, your ego to the side, and patch a fence than to have a bunch of regret later in life. None of us are perfect. Now, no matter how much we want to believe it, none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, and we shouldn't hold others to a higher standard than we would hold ourselves. I see that a lot nowadays, especially in social media. People have these standards they want to hold their content creators to, but they're not living that way. And something that we all do, and it's unfortunate, we always treat a stranger better than a friend because we take advantage of a family member or a friend. But we're kind to a stranger. We need to work on that. We need to treat everyone equally. And if somebody does us wrong, instead of trying to retaliate, we just don't mess with them. I want you guys to pay attention to the comment section of this video. This video is about love, about forgiveness, about holding ourselves accountable for our words and our actions, in our interactions and relationships. And there'll be a lot of love in the comments. There'll also be some hate. There always is, right? It's an unfortunate state that we're in this world. We got to do better. Individually, we got to do our part, right? So I don't want to make this a long video. I wanted to wish all the moms a happy Mother's Day. And I want to encourage people that maybe are not seeing eye to eye with mom or dad or brother or sister, cousin, whatever. Reevaluate that. Try to make things right while you can. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.